and she gave birth to her firstborn son, and she laid him in a manger. What a wonderful Christmas we've had. What a great way to celebrate our Lord's incarnation, his being here on earth with us. I want to thank everyone for their participation, for their prayers throughout these seasons of Advent and Christmas. And as we continue in the Christmas season, I just want to share a little bit about what's happening now and in the coming days as we move from Christmas to Epiphany. 2021, of course, has been quite a year, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has welcomed me and my family so heartily this season, these last couple of months of 2021, and in the special times of Advent and Christmas. It was a joy to be together and to celebrate the Lord's birth, his arrival for us together. Now we look ahead into the new year, and I wanted to share a few things about what is happening in the coming month, particularly. First of all, let me start by saying that we will not have any midweek worship times in the months of January and February, so there are no Wednesday services planned for those months. However, we'll keep making videos from time to time, so keep watching. Watch your mailbox for an occasional update and maybe devotional thought as we move into and through the Epiphany season in January and February. With all of that said, I would certainly want to make this invitation and extend it to any and all, that if you would like to have communion and for whatever reason you're not able or ready to be here in person on a Sunday during the months of January and February, that you'd please let me know. Contact me here at Grace so that we can set up a time for an individual communion time. That appointment could be really almost any day of the week, and it could be with an individual, with a household. It can also be either here at Grace or at your home, if that would be your preference. I want to make sure that you know communion is available, and I'm ready to help and provide that however we can do it. So with that, let me also say that in January, we're having a few new things added to our schedule. In early January, we're inviting folks, especially from our school side of Grace, who are interested in baptism for their children, to join us for information sessions about that, and to learn more about Christian baptism, and to see if we can schedule baptism for their children. How exciting that is for me as a pastor, and I hope you share that excitement too, to know that the ministry of this place really keeps moving forward despite all kinds of circumstances that would distract us from it. So keep that in your prayers, and if you know of anyone who's interested in baptism or having a child baptized, then look for the information. It's a couple of evening sessions in January. Also in January, I'm starting an introduction or membership introduction class at Grace, and that'll be starting on January 9th on a Sunday morning at 9:45 in the sanctuary. So between the two Sunday morning services, I'll be hosting those information sessions about membership. But it'll also be a little different than other membership classes in the past, in that I'm inviting leaders and different staff members to come and talk with folks who might be interested in membership here, to let them know what our ministry is about, and to invite them into different parts of the ministry at Grace. So that starts January 9th and goes each week through the rest of January. It might seem kind of early, but I want to at least give you a little bit of a preview also of a season of Lent that comes at the very beginning of March, because we're going to gear up for something very special during the Lenten season. It's called the Red Letter Challenge. And that basically is looking at the words of Jesus and really spending time taking them in, considering them carefully during the season of Lent. And to that end, maybe forming some study groups, but at least individually looking at a book with that very same title, Red Letter Challenge. So you'll be hearing more about that in the coming weeks, but I wanted to just give a little bit of a preview of something that's coming through that next season, the season of Lent. If it seems like a busy time, we all know it is. As we move from 2021 to 2022, as we continue to cope with and come to terms with the pandemic and the different situations that face us day by day here at Grace Lutheran and in our own lives, in our own homes. Remember that Jesus, who was born into this world, also lived, died, and rose again for you, for each and every one of us, for us to have life and to have it abundantly. Thanks be to God. He did not let Jesus stay in that manger, but allowed him to grow and to go into his ministry, to suffer, to die and rise again, so that we could live with God forever. I want to wish you once again a Merry Christmas in this Christmas season, a Happy New Year as we turn the calendar page in a couple of days, and a blessed Epiphany if that comes before we see each other again. And thank you once again for your participation, for your support, for your prayers, and for your love here at Grace Lutheran. God bless.